Well, let me introduce you to Terry Camp. Terry's from Las Vegas and has been around this industry, especially in the travel segment of this industry for a long time. And he's going to tell you that story. He's made a buku bunch of money. And so I'll let him finish off that and tell you that story. So Terry, take it away anytime you're ready, buddy.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Good to have everybody on tonight. Most of you probably have never heard from me, but Terry Camp is the name. And I've been around the industry for about 50 years now, the direct selling industry, that is. And so I've seen a lot, done a lot. About 12 and a half years ago, came across a travel idea that got my attention because I just thought, my goodness, we like to save money when we travel. And we would actually scour the internet. Well, when I say we, in this case, I mean my wife, would scour the internet looking for the best deals. Every time we would go anywhere, I'll bet you guys are the same. I'll bet you look for the best prices every time you travel. And that was us. And so a good friend of mine called me up and said, hey, you got to take a look at this. You know, a lot like you guys probably got a phone call about something like that. And, you know, I trusted him. And so I looked, and all of a sudden I started looking. I'm like, man, this is really good. And so I decided to say yes to that solely to be able to save money when we would travel. Now, back in the day, I was working a job. And one of the things I liked about the idea of having my own business is that I could get tax deductions by having my own business. Specifically in the travel business, I was like, hey, this is a win-win situation all over the place. So got busy with that. And as it turns out, we were able to have some great success with that. Unfortunately, in 2020, if there was an industry you did not want to be in, it was travel. And so had to put the brakes on that. We retooled a little bit. Found iHub about 15 months ago. I liked the idea of everything that iHub was doing. And when the travel rolled out, this particular travel platform, we were able to look at it and go, wow, this is better than what we had when we built the world's leading travel club. So I want you guys to let that sink in. With the company that I was with, we built the world's leading travel club, okay? 7 years straight, we were named a world's leading travel club. This particular platform that I'm going to walk you through is better than what we had then. All right, so that's just a little bit of background. So I'm really excited to share with you guys what it is we have. No hype here. This is going to be straight facts. And when I get done, if you're looking at this for the first time, first of all, welcome. But you'll see something that you should really have a membership in, because it will save you a lot of money. So let me go ahead and get cracking here and show you guys what is up. And oops, let's get back to there we go. So again, iHub Travel is what we're talking about tonight. And there we go. We like to call them hotspot destinations, where we like to go, because we have hotspots and then we have hotspot destinations. But I will walk you through this pretty quickly. And I don't know, Chuck and Michael, if you guys want to open it up for questions at the end, I'm totally up for answering them if people have questions. But I should answer most of them as I go through this. It won't be long. I'll go relatively quickly, but slow enough that you guys get your mind wrapped around what we're doing. So understand, first of all, we are partnered with a company called Arivia. Now, Arivia happens to be a huge travel entity already. You can see some of the names of the companies that they already work with. Some are suppliers, some are customers of Arivia. They actually provide travel services for more than 700 different companies already. We happen to have a very unique situation with Arivia because we're partnered with them, and we got a slightly different scenario in that we get access to 100% of all that they offer. And so that's a big deal. I won't get into why it's a big deal right now, other than to say this. Because of that particular partnership, the way our relationship works, we get access to more than the other entities do. We get access to more than what we had gotten access to when we were World's Leading Travel Club. So just understand that because of that unique relationship with Arivia, we get access to a lot, all of their platform. We're in 22 languages. We got 40 different currencies that they accept. So they're global, and we like that a lot because we are, of course, iHub Global, and we want to be a global company. And literally, you're going to get the best value every time you travel. And candidly, when I first saw the platform years and years and years ago, here's what would happen. We would go in, we'd go on, and we'd go look at a hotel, and then we'd go search it on the other platforms. And we'd do that 5 to 8 times or so. And then we finally say, okay, this is the best pricing. And so then you don't have to do that anymore, but everybody does it. It's just human nature because you're already used to it. You're probably already looking at multiple sites. As a matter of fact, give me a hand raise, a virtual hand raise, if you already look at more than one site when you travel, or do you just go to one website? If you go to more than one, give me a virtual hand raise as we go through this, because it's what humans do. So let me walk you through, I'll start with the hotels and how that all works and give you just an understanding of that, and then we'll get to the rest of it. So here's one in Las Vegas at the Virgin Hotels. And you can see right here, there's a public price, and we'll touch on this as we go. But the public price here is $697, all right? That's if you were just gonna go out to any one of these, because we have this compare public prices tab right here. And you can see right here, all the different websites that have that hotel, all around $697. Our price, though, is $467. That includes the taxes. So that's 33% off of the best online price you're going to find. And like I said, you can go in and look at all these sites, and then you'll probably go over to the sites and do a comparison yourself, and then you go, oh, that's actually right, until you don't have to do that anymore. And everything you book, you get to earn credits for. Earning credits is going to be a big deal. So get to that in about 10 minutes. Staybridge Suites in Miami at the International Airport there. Again, $977 public price, our price $525 with tax, 46% off of the best online price, earn credits with that. Via del Palmar. This is now an all-inclusive down in Nueva Vallarta. And you can see right here, best online price, $1392. This is for an all-inclusive, guys. It's for 5 days. Our price, $572. Now, let me just keep it real. If you had the choice between $1,392 or $572 to go on your next vacation, all-inclusive in Nueva Vallarta, which price do you take? And you know the answer. The answer is $572 all day long, because you already do it already. Looking at all those other websites, 59% discount on that. Some villas down, I think this is down in Bali, Corey Maharana Villas, 81% off. So $569 best public price, our price. What? 22 bucks a night, $107. That includes the taxes. Yes, please. And you get to earn credits. The Lavina Villas, again, down in Bali, $1,874 public price, our price $484, 74% off. So we can do that all over the world, all kinds of hotels, every city in the world. We had a bunch of people on our team from Africa, so we would go do all of these exact searches in Nigeria and Uganda and all over the place, and same thing, we always won. So I love this website because you have a lot of confidence that you're always going to get the best price. So that is on the hotel side. Now the question is, how can we do that? And there's something called parity. And I know intuitively what parity is, but I went to the dictionary to actually look to see what parity is. And it's like for like, in essence, in terms of content, character, and amount. What that means is similar hotel rooms have to be sold at similar prices. So all the public sites, you see that right there? All the public sites have to sell their hotel rooms at about the same price, because they have to abide by the parity rules that open or public websites have to abide by. We, Arivia, through iHub Travel, is not a public site. We are not open. We are a closed site. That means you have to be a member to get access to our prices. Because of that, we get to operate at a different level. We get to offer different prices. Candidly, what we do is pull all of the commissions out. So if you go on Expedia, Orbitz, Travelocity, every time you go do that, there's commission built into that price at the end. Now, I know they don't put it in there, when you're checking out, they don't put our commission is, they don't put that in there, but you pay it nonetheless. And we know that because they run commercials all the time on our dollars because we're paying them the commission to run the commercials so that we go back to their site again. And here, we get to keep all of that money in our pocket. That's how it really goes down. So here's how the website looks. And we talked about the hotels. Guys, we have cruises in there. You get rental cars. We'll talk about flights in a little bit. But we get access to homes as well. And you can see the other things that we get access to. You just go in there, search homes, and what you're going to find are like Airbnb or VRBO listings. These are the same kind of properties that are on those sites. We just get them through our own platform. And right here you can see in Miami, 276 homes come up just in Miami. So if you wanted to do that, if you're an Airbnb fan or VRBO fan, you can go on here. It's a whole lot less hassle than booking on either one of those sites and get access to the same rooms, same cities all over the world. And the other cool thing is when you book, you just jump in here and pay your price, $157 a night, $14.98 total. This is for 5 guests. So you can do all your own filters and everything like that. The cool thing is you're going to get more back in credits. So $1,653 back in rewards credits, even though you're only paying $14.97 for that. And candidly, every time you buy anything on this site, the number of rewards credits you get back is higher than what you pay. Then you're going to get to turn around and use those reward credits to pay for future travel. We'll see that here in just a minute. Then we have the weeks, and the weeks are in essence unused timeshares. So we get access to all kinds of timeshare properties all over the world. This is just Arizona, as you can see. 158 weeks are available at 23 different resorts. So if in fact you're going to go to wherever, you should check out the weeks section. Now here's a note. You can see right here, this is for 7 nights, $685. This is the World Mark Havasu. I'm just pulling one out. $98 a night. Well, maybe you're not going to stay all 7 nights. It's okay. Even if you got this for 5 nights, you don't have to stay all 7. But the price for 7 nights is really good. Now, here's the other cool thing. The prices here, look at those prices, and then look at the amount of rewards credits you get. $743 here, $1115 in rewards credits. $743, same thing here, $849, $1274. So again, guys, do yourself a favor. Look on these before you go book hotel rooms. A lot of times you're going to get a whole lot more perks going through the weeks section. One other area that is really awesome that a lot of people don't know about, this is like a hidden gem in this website, is the marketplace. And most of the time people don't even have an idea of what the marketplace is. But in the marketplace, you get access right here, 345 weeks at 87 resorts. Now this is all over the world. And you can see right here, you can go in here and you can filter out by city. When you click on this, you're going to get all of them. But then you can filter out if you just want to go to Cabo as an example, and you want to find the resorts that are available in Cabo. And you can do it that way. And you can see over here, it's $410, and you can go view the dates that are available. The great thing is, and this is what almost no one knows, you can actually bid on these weeks. So if in fact they have a price of $410, you can book it at $410. Or you can put a bid in for, say, $350 for the week. And if they accept your bid, you pay $350 instead of $410. So literally, and they have all inclusives in here. They got all kinds of resorts in here. And we've had a lot of people get some smoking deals on the marketplace right here, but almost no one knows about it. So make sure you're checking that out. If you're ever going to travel, go look at the marketplace because you can get some steals in the marketplace. And yes, you get to earn credits on every purchase. Then the activities tab. Okay, now look, we went to Barcelona long ago. We went to Barcelona, my wife and I, for our 25th wedding anniversary. And if I'm going out of the country and I don't already have transportation set up because if it's included in the trip, that's cool. If it's not included in the trip, I got to do it on my own. So I went on to the activities tab that you see right there. Click. And this brought up Las Vegas, but we went to Barcelona. You can type in that city. And in Barcelona, you have transportation. So I got my airport transportation from the airport to our hotel set before I ever left. I saved a bunch of money doing that. But for me, it was peace of mind. I'm having communication with the transportation company before I ever left. So I'm just saying, guys, from transportation to bay cruises to hot air ballooning, all kinds of activities are available in here. Even in the city in which you currently live, you can go look on here and go look at activities that are in your city and go save some money doing that, because all of these, you get to save money booking on the activities tab. And yes, you're going to get credits for every purchase that you make back here. So again, a ton of value in this. And then you got the lifestyle tab. All right, a couple of things I'm going to touch on here on the lifestyle tab. Right here at the top, emergency travel services. Now check it out. This is $179 for the year, but this covers a household. Now, this covers medical emergencies, disasters. If, God forbid, if someone passes away while they're out of the country, your remains get back to the US. And let me just tell you, that is an expensive thing if it happens. And any kind of emergency typically is very expensive to get you back. For $179 for the whole year for the family is a smoking deal. It covers all kinds of issues anywhere you happen to be in the country or in the world. So this is a great thing you have access to as an iHub travel member. And yes, you get to earn credits on that. Then we have the restaurants, guys. This is restaurant.com. Literally, you can go in. We have these different restaurant.com gift cards, so $25, $50, and $100. So you can go buy a $25 card for $3.41. Yes, please. Or you can get a $100 card for $12.49, just like it says right there. Now think about this for a second, because you can get your own restaurant.com gift card for $12.50, and you're going to save $100. Now I don't know about all y'all, but that seems like a pretty good deal to me. So the cool thing about that is you're also going to get rewards credits. Now, I don't know about you, but if you have a team, or if you work at a job and you want to do Christmas, stocking stuffers, things like that, this is a great tool for those kinds of things. To just say thanks to people for whatever job well done, or however it goes, but for a very low price, you can help people save a lot of money. Restaurant.com, right there under the activities tab or the lifestyle tab on your back office, on your website. Then we have the timeshare owners section. Okay, now one of the biggest questions we ever got through my years in the travel industry was, well, can you help me get out of my timeshare? That's what everybody wanted to know. Get me out of my timeshare. And so we actually have a gal, I am not making this up, on our team who lives down in Louisiana, and she worked at a travel company. And what they did was they got people out of their timeshares. So somebody pays 40, 50, 100 grand for their timeshare, but now they're paying the maintenance fees and they can't get it, can't exchange it, the weeks don't work, whatever. And they want to get out of their timeshare. Listen, what they would do to get them, they'd get them out of their timeshare, they'd do whatever they do, they'd probably just make a phone call, hey, Bill, get this person out. And then they would get them into this particular travel site for, are you ready? $12,000 to get them out of their $100,000 timeshare. They loved it because this was going to be 12 grand, saved them a bunch of money on the maintenance fees, and they got access to this, and they could still go into the timeshare section and get the same timeshare they just sold and get it for a lower price. But they stayed there. So they weren't happy about that, but they were happy that they got to save money. But understand, gang, they sold this exact platform for 12 grand. And let me just tell you, you ain't paying anywhere near that for this. But on the timeshare section, guys, you can go in, you can sell weeks, you can exchange them out, you can do all that stuff. People, if you're a timeshare owner, you can list it here, and the company, Arivia, will do all of that stuff for you. So it's great. For me, it was a great deal because that was the question we always got in the travel industry. Plus, if that weren't enough, airlines. Okay, so look, airfare is airfare. They just don't discount airfare. It's just what it is. And the cool thing here is, though, you're going to be able to get airline miles as you book on here. You can use your credit card and get your credit card. If you got cash back on that, you get that back. And you get the travel rewards credits. So here it's unique. And this is one of those areas where, because we're using the full platform of Arivia, we get travel credits on every purchase, including airlines. So that's a big deal because you're going to get back more in travel credits than you spend on airfare. So you get to triple dip on the airfare here, even though there's not great discounts that just don't happen in the world of airfare. How do you get access to all this stuff? You got to be invited. So if you're on here for the first time tonight, again, consider this your invitation to join your friend and be able to travel the world at lower prices. So what does all that look like? We've been talking about these travel credits, but what if you could literally get future travel paid for by your current travel? So anything you purchase, flights, hotels, rental cars, group travel, whatever, everything you purchase, you get rewards credits, or cruises, activities, excursions, attractions, whatever. Everything, every dollar you spend on this platform, you get back rewards credits. And let me show you how that works, because this is a way that basically someone else is paying for your vacation. So check it out. As part of the lifestyle section, we have something called worldwide tours. Now, these worldwide tours are phenomenal. There's some great, I mean, just like this right here, Western Canada by rail. You want to talk about spectacularly beautiful? Oh my gosh. So $1,523, but you're going to get $2,285 back in rewards credits. So there are probably, I don't know, 20, 25 of these trips under worldwide tours. They are epic, epic. Some of those trips that people like save their whole life to go on. But check this out. This is a worldwide tour. This is a unique one. This is one that was a 12-day tour from Tokyo to Hiroshima. And let me just say, back in my days when I was still working a job, I was with IBM and I had to go do things like this. And I literally went from Japan to Hiroshima. I literally did this, not on a vacation. It was all business. So we were on the slow trains, not the bullet trains. But I'm telling you, it was beautiful. The trip was beautiful. And so here we are on a vacation, and you get all these kinds of things included in this particular. I like the first class and superior lodging. And if you're on the bullet train, you get the best places, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. But you're going to pay $12,470 for a 12-day tour with all of these things included. Okay. But check it out. You're going to get back $104,000 in rewards credits for this particular trip. Now think about it. First of all, you get 12-day trip in Japan on this particular one, but then you get to turn around and use all of these rewards credits. So you could either do a Disney Caribbean cruise for 2 people, 66,000 rewards credits. You still have the other half of your rewards credits left. And you could do something like the Rio here in Las Vegas for 21,800 credits instead of paying dollars. That's for 7 nights. Or you could go to Sunrise 42 Suites Hotel down in Playa for 20,000 credits. So you could do all of that, and those same 104,000 credits that you got for your $12,000 trip, you get to turn around and go on a 5-day cruise and a 7-day stay. So 14, 19 plus 12, 31 days worth of vacations for that $12,000. Or you can do the Caribbean, the Disney Caribbean, and then go to Rome for 5 nights. Hello, $20,000 for the stay. Your airport transfer is 2,800 rewards credits. Then you get the front of the line at the Colosseum, Roman Forum, Palatine Hill, Classic Rome tour for 2 people for 16,000 credits. Total that up, 39,000 credits. So that same 104,000 credits can be recycled for additional travel. And so don't get me wrong. I mean, we like to travel. That's why we did what we did. And we were traveling at one point, this is real, 130 days a year. That was our life for a long time. And so we understand travel. And I like being able to pay 0 for travel. And we did that a lot. It's a lot more fun when you're not paying for your trips than when you do. But if you do got to pay for them, it's better to have a business in which you can get some tax deduction out of them too. So, so guys, that's how the rewards credits work. The customer service that Arivia offers 24/7, all day, every day, anywhere you happen to be. And I've heard people talk about, actually, I've heard them rave about the customer service. They don't have to call them often, but when they do, these guys are all over it, literally. So in addition to all of that, that's just the booking engine. We also are doing what we call hotspot destinations. Now, we just sold out our very first one. You can see it right here, August 18th to the 21st. So whoop, whoop, 2 months from now, we will be there. This turned out to be $798. That was for 2 people, actually. For the $798, $399 a person. but it's 4 days, 3 nights at the Marival Emotions. We've been down to Marival numerous times. People rave about it. It's all inclusive, all you can eat, all you can drink, all the time. The round trip airport transfers are in. We got a VIP check-in. So think about this. You show up at any hotel in the world, any resort, and you typically go check in. Okay, no big deal sometimes. Sometimes it can be a long line. Here, we have our own check-in setup. What that means is we don't have to go to the front desk. We have our own iHub check-in line. That's going to be way better because it's going to be way faster. And when you check in, they hand you a welcome drink. You give them your passport. It's a great exchange, and you're on vacation. It's a good time. So this is just the first one. We're going to do numerous of these throughout the year as time goes on. So keep your eye out for that. You want some smoking deals, the hotspot destinations are where you're going to find it. So we have 2 different options, guys. 2 options on memberships. We have I just call it an all access membership at $39.99, $40 a month for that. And then the other one is a limited access for $20 a month. Now, the $20 a month membership, totally cool. It's a good membership. You're going to save some money. But if we're keeping it really real, with all that you get, I haven't even touched on half of these. All that you get in this particular membership, $40 a month is a steal. As a matter of fact, I have a guy that wasn't really fired up about the travel piece of this because he really liked the minor piece of what we do, but he got it anyway. He went out and he had to go book a weekend for he and his wife. They're going down to North Carolina somewhere, and he saved the one weekend. He saved $480. Literally, this is not. I'm not making this up. $480. One weekend is what he saved. You do the math on this for 1 year. That's $480. Oh, he was like, okay, I got a free membership. I'm in on the travel. So that's what you got. 2 options on that. Choose which one works best for you. Really, honestly, you're going to save a whole lot more with the $40 membership. So I'm going to switch gears here real quick and just talk about the fact that you can generate an income with the travel side of iHub. I won't get into this too much, but I will say this. We had pretty good success in the travel industry. We were top income earners in a specific company, and we were able to generate a good income from that. And I'm just telling you that the $40 a month for this is way lower than anything we ever sold. Everything we had that was comparable to that was somewhere between $60 and $100 per month. Okay, we've got it for $40. But we are also paid more. The comp plan here is more lucrative than what we came from. And remember, we created the World's Leading Travel Club with a lesser comp plan at a higher price for the membership. So if you want to create some income, this is a great way to do it. Just know, basically, there's no free lunch here. You're going to get out of this what you put into it. You got to do some things to make some money. Just because you sign up here doesn't mean you're going to get paid. It's all about, the work that you put in and the time you put in building teams and sharing this idea with other people. But from a residual income standpoint, this is pretty smoking good. We have something called teams here, and they're what we call codes. Without getting into all that, let me just simplify this as best I can tonight. The first 5 people that you refer as travel members are part of what we call your pro team. All that you need to know about that is you're going to receive $10 per month per member for each membership sold. So the first 5 people that you personally bring in who buy a $40 membership, you get $10 a month. If they get a $20 membership, you get $5 a month. However, the comp plan rewards people who share this with more people. So as the 6th person that you bring in up to your 15th, what we refer to as your bronze team, you're going to get $12 per month per member. Once you get to the 16th person that you personally refer, through your 25th person, you're going to get $14 per month per member. Once you get to number 26 and beyond, everybody else after number 26, you're going to get $16 per month per membership. So remember, they're paying 40, you get 16 out of that. That's every single month. It's a really rich comp plan. I'm just telling you, we didn't get anything close to that and we had over 1 million, no, over 3 million people join over the years. Over 3 million people joined that particular travel club. And we didn't get anything like this. So it's a great comp plan. In addition to that, now notice you have your bronze, silver, and gold teams. As those people refer people, you're going to get paid on that as well. So $2, $4, or $6 per month per member based on who's putting those people in. And we have other videos that talk about the comp plan. Don't want to dive too deep into it tonight. Just understand you can create an income that's pretty significant, and I'll show it to you like this. And then we'll be done. You put 4 travel members in, that would be 4 people with $40 memberships, $10 each, $40. If you're paying $40 a month for your own membership, now yours is paid for. Okay. With 10 people in as members, you're going to generate $110 per month, every month. 20, you can see there, $240. With 35 people that you have personally brought in, you're looking at $470 a month, just hitting your bank account, hitting it every single month. As that team grows and it becomes, say, 200 people, this is not 200 that you put in, this is the 20 or the 35 people putting a few people in, who put a few people in. Now you're looking at $1,000 a month in income, residual income. When that becomes 1,000 people, you're looking at $4,500 a month in passive income. And you can see the numbers, and they get pretty large here, guys. And you know, some of you may be looking at this going, oh, nobody can have that many people. Well, that's not really true, because there are people that have tens of thousands of people on their team already. So those things happen. They happen pretty regularly, but you got to go about work. You got to go put some work in to make that happen. So with that, guys, that's the membership piece to what we do. That's the earning side to what we have here. And Chuck, I know that you have used this membership. We were talking earlier that one of the reasons that you even got it, because you got to get a sneak peek at it and said, man, this is, you went out and did your own comparisons and said, this makes a lot of sense to me because I can save more than it's going to cost me. So I'm in. Is that about true?
That's more than true. Yeah, that's exactly true, Jerry. I mean, you know, I was skeptical, of course. I was given a membership by a friend who's one of the vice presidents there a couple of years ago. And you know, I thought I had seen every travel program under the sun. And you know, I really didn't pay much attention to it. I just thought, well, it's probably a lot of restrictions, probably blackout dates, probably this, probably that. And you can only get a room if there's a full moon, and you know, I mean, and so I started looking at it, and because of him, right? And I started comparing my search engine, which was always Expedia. I don't know why. You know, I checked one after the next, comparing apples and apples, same dates, same hotels, same everything. And you know, it was after about the 15th or 20th or 30th search, I said, you know what, I'm done. I said, these guys beat each and every one of those comparisons, not by a little, by a lot, right? And in fact, I've stayed at 5-star hotels in Las Vegas for so little money. I felt embarrassed that I was actually staying there and knowing what everybody else was paying. But you know, it was okay. I was embarrassed only for a minute. And you know, and that's, you know, you brought up a couple of things that travel. I had never, that travel insurance, great deal. I had never looked at that, never even considered that, but that is a smoking hot deal. I don't know what the you know, the real price is, but I know $179, no matter where you go, is a smoking deal. And
yeah,
you know,
no, keep in mind, Chuck, that's for the whole year. That's for the family. That covers a lot of stuff. Mary and I just booked a trip at the end of the year, and we paid for the insurance $100 just for that trip, just for that 7 days. I paid $100.
Really? I never buy any of that stuff. I figured,
exactly.
You know, they'll just cremate me wherever I'm at, right?
I'm with you. You know, we're paying it ahead of time because I'm not sure what's going to happen with any potential well, let's leave that. We have an election coming up, so who knows? But having that for
And
179
then the
bucks.
other thing, Terry, I mean, I've racked up the thousands and thousands of credits, right? And I should be buying those darn restaurant cards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy not to buy them, just leave those credits sitting there in my account and might as well go eat for free.
There you go.
So
There you go.
I'm glad that you reminded me about that. But all of these little things, they all add up, and
Right.
and like you said, $40 a month is really nothing. And all the other things, the benefits that you get. So yeah, can I get an I Have Travel shirt? I got that on the chat. A lot of people are asking for your shirt, so you might have to strip down and send that one off to somebody.
I'm going to go outside and sweat in it, and then I'm going to sell it for but I'm not going to wash
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, great information. And, Michael, I know Michael is, he was, I gave him my membership, right? A guest pass to use my membership. I said, here, use that. And so, Michael, what was your reaction?
Well, it was real. I was like shocked. I was expecting it to be a disaster, and oh well, sorry, this is only good for this particular time period or something. But I saved a ton of money. It was like at the last minute notice, and it was like, I'm sold. This is amazing.
That was another thing that we dealt with a lot. Not dealt with, questions we got. Blackout dates. That was always a thing for people because they understood, a lot of them understood timeshares. They understood certain types of travel, but they didn't understand what a platform like Arivia does. These guys deal in hundreds of millions of dollars worth of travel. And so there are no blackout dates. It's not anything like that. And a lot of people think it because that's what they've known. That's their experience of life. So they just apply it to this. But to your point, Michael, this is not that thing.
Yeah, I was very impressed.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there'd be blackout dates, and when I booked my first one, I got to the hotel and I didn't know whether or not I'd really have a reservation. But no blackout dates. If the room is available, you can book it, and they've just, even when rooms aren't available other places, I've found rooms on our site. I found rooms on Thanksgiving, and I found rooms at Christmas, and I mean that are usually real tough to find, and the inventory was there. So
yes,
it's pretty amazing.
Can I give you guys another? Can I give everybody another travel hack?
Yeah.
So some friends of ours who had this particular platform, we're going to book over, I think it was over Christmas, New Year's timeframe down at Atlantis, and they were going to stay at the Cove. Now, if you guys have never been to Atlantis, if you've never been to the Cove, you don't know, really, really expensive to stay there. But one of the travel hacks here is many times, remember that whole parity conversation, guys, around holidays and things like that, prices go way up. And remember, they have to abide by the parity, let's call it rules. But this site doesn't. So a lot of times around those kinds of holidays, you can get some smoking deals. These guys got their room at the Cove, which they were going to expect to pay $1,500 a night. They got for $250 per night. And so to your point, Chuck, I think it was you that said it, they booked it and then they called back to confirm that they had a reservation afterwards because they were like, there's no way it's this cheap. And sure enough, they got, yeah, we have you coming in on this date and leaving that date. And so they were pretty stoked about that.
Well, Terry, rate parity was never in my vocabulary. I mean,
Right.
I didn't know it. I didn't understand it. I had never really heard it before until this whole thing started coming up. And I asked my friend David, and I said, how can you guys do that? And he said, it's about parity. And I said, what? It's about what? And so he explained it to me. And I had no idea that all the other major search engines all had to do the same thing. I was clueless, right? And I'm sure everybody is just as clueless as I am or I was. And until they, jump in and they find out that, now I can really get a smoking deal. And no matter how much money you make, everybody likes to get a deal. I mean, it's just, and that spreads. Oh, they call up all their friends. Hey, I got a smoking deal.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so,
Yeah.
and so, but now I know, so I'm confident, she's confident, and so we've shared it with all of our friends, all of our relatives, and that's that's what people do. You just don't let your friends pay retail when they can save themselves. They might need to buy you a gift or something, and the money that they save could go to buy a nice gift or something. So